Alright. So, got a quick science minute. Ooh, boy. What was that? The sheriff. That's the sheriff. I'm gonna get pulled over. That was the closest I've ever gone to getting in trouble with any of my captain stuff. Anyway, so I listen to this podcast. Love this podcast. The Matt and Mattingly's Ice Cream Social. Twice a week they release episodes for this, and it's hilarious. They are comedic geniuses. Not the strongest in science or the economy, though. So, in the last, I think it was last 2 episodes, Paul made 2 statements that I have to talk about the last one. The first one's not a big deal. I sent him something on Twitter. Hopefully that's good enough. We don't have to belabor it any further. But the second one is more egregious and deserves scientific discussions, okay? Paul wants to sit in a chair of some kind and be carted around by drones, right? And they could be drones in tandem or just one big drone, it doesn't matter. And, you know, Matt said, well, you can't just do that because, you know, you can't just go into a post office and expect to be droned around, right? It's gonna be, you know, the turbulence, the wind turbulence will just blow everything everywhere. You know, you can't just go into a department store. You can't just go anywhere, you know, in a drone chair and then have everybody be like, solid dude, totally love what he's all about. No, they'll kick you out. Because, and this is the important thing, you know, Paul, you said, science will find a way. You know, there's some things that we don't really have the ability to fight directly, right? Why helicopters, right? What are we doing with helicopters? Well, we're trying to resist gravity. There's nothing that exists, and likely science has stipulated or theorized that nothing will ever exist that can fight the force of gravity directly. We fight it with something, either a jet engine or a rocket engine or helicopter blades spinning very quickly, right? We use the principle of lift to fight gravity, because gravity on its own there's nothing that repulses gravity. I can't just plug a box in and the box hovers using power and no other physical force to acquire lift, right? To fight the force of gravity. So we like butterfly wings, we go out there and we use the force, the principle of lift, the theory of lift, to get off the ground, right? So helicopters must displace wind at an excessive speed to get the lift needed to get you off the ground by fighting gravity. There's nothing that's going to replace that. So, you know, if you hear drones today and you see the wind they displace, or the air they displace, and just trying to lift a little camera off the ground, can you imagine how many drones it would take to lift you off the ground? Tons of drones, and they'd be blowing shit everywhere. So, no, there is not a future from WALL-E where we're just gonna ride around on hover chairs. That's not gonna happen right now. Maybe if we figure out hoverboard technology, but even that I think is again, going back to the principles of gravity itself. There is nothing that just fights gravity. Nothing fights gravity. Everything is played upon by the force of gravity. So you can't drink a potion and then you got gummy berry juice and you can just jump all over, right? Nothing like that exists, right, guys? So anyway, that's my depressing science minute. You cannot have drones carting you around, no matter how hard you try. Look at this thing. Woo! It's hot. My wife is sneaking them in there. You see that? Tillamook's. Tillamook's. They're supposed to be Tillamook ice cream cookies. I don't know. Check out this drink. It chills all day. Every day, right there. Look at that drink. Nothing stopping that drink. What's up, drink? A hand grenade of red wine vinegar. Check out this dude chilling in my car right here. What's he up to? These are them, Tillamook's. Now I'm at my toy store again. I need some pesticide. I need a shop vac, but I don't need a shop vac that badly. So I'm one of the problems with living in a suburb type environment where houses are kind of close together is you may not have bugs, but humans attract bugs and your neighbors attract bugs, and you get bugs because your neighbors get bugs. What's that? That's kind of cool. How does that work? Oh, you got to put a battery in there? See that right there? It's because of me. This is my hole right here that I put. And you get all kinds of bugs. You can get termites just from living. I guess that's not a people thing, but we got fleas, and that's our animal's fault. We can't really blame anybody for that, but regardless, they're everywhere. I spray the outside a couple times a year for fleas and ants and all those badness, but every once in a while you gotta get up in your house and just lay down the shock and awe. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the shock and ahs. Here we go, floggers. We need a flogger. A flogger. We need a flogger. I think I want the flea flogger. He doesn't really run out. Weekly trivia night on ham radio. No, you gotta walk, Ben. Yeah, she's got 2 radios, so I'm duplexing. Ben's got the dog.
Milling University in Pittsburgh,
Garage fish.
In honor of the Scottish heritage.
With this little update, I have like significantly killed almost all the moss in this house. This thing is awesome. It's fun, and you like actively go and hunt these little bastards down. It's awesome. Awesome. Hold me close, young tiny dancer.
Oh god. Exactly. That's happening.
I'm putting it in the vlog, so I gotta.
That's happening. That used to sing "Hold Me Closer," Tony Danza. What? What was it? A she or a he? It was a dude.
Who?
Kind of creeping me out. But a buddy at work that used to always sing "Hold Me Closer," Tony Danza.
Hold me close, young Tony Danza, not the old Tony Danza. It has to be the young one. We don't want no old Tony Danza holding us.
Pre-taxi, post-taxi.
Oh, it's during taxi. You want young Tony Danza in Taxi. Can't be no who's the boss Tony Danza.
What's that chick's name? Alyssa Milano?
Yes.
She can hold me closer. Or she could have at one point.
No, Mona. Mona all day.